Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently in position to inherit Castile-ish. I mean, partition is a thing, but we'll see how much we end up getting out of that. For the time being, I'm not too concerned about expanding further, I think. What we need to do at this moment is be working on getting our economic duchy maxed out for current tech level. We're going to have burrs in 7 years, but we're also lacking battlements. So that's a bit of a problem. We'll need to get battlements as well after burrs. I was hoping we'd get that instead of hereditary rule, but here we are. So that's fine for now. We're working on converting all of these over. We have some relatively large internal issues to work on. There's no doubt about that. Specifically, we need to start switching over control of these areas to us. And we're going to have to start granting out some of these areas, which is unfortunate. But that is going to become necessary going forward. So one thing that I want to check in on, for one thing, we can't upgrade this castle yet. We'll need battlements for that. So getting these castles upgraded is going to be a fairly high priority. Once that's done, we can sell trivial titles, which we will definitely do. That allows us to immediately start construction on this castle, although she reduced her feudal taxes to us for 270 gold. That's unfortunate. Well, who actually is this? It doesn't really matter all that much. That's fine. We'll take the gold. And eventually, I mean, we're building hide tents here. We're going to need to get these castles upgraded, right? That is a very, very high priority. However, for right now, we'll continue to work on upgrading our cattle pastures. What other upgrades can we do? Well, all of these are currently constructing. Up here, we could definitely get this upgrading to a keep. And I think that's not a bad idea. We can also upgrade to a cattle pasture here. Beautiful. So that'll do for now. This ransom is acceptable. We'll take the gold. Wonderful. This castle's going to need to go to level 2 as well, but that is Castilian, and they do not have the battlements innovation at this time. So we can't upgrade that yet. We can get a quarry upgrade going. Vegetable fields constructing. Cool. We can also get a perk here. And we'll grab cutting cornerstones to cut our construction cost a little bit. Where was that built at? Over here? Sure. We'll definitely upgrade that. And we just finished up one of our tasks, which was conversion. Okay, cool. We're going to work down in Toledo for now. We need to get this converted over for sure. So that's all well and good. Monthly increase of plus 0.5, and we're at 100 here. Yeah, that seems reasonably fine. I do want to check in over this way. Okay, so we're going to need a castle construction there. Checking for building slots being empty in these locations. So we're going to need hill farms here. What is this, ransom? Yes, we accept this. We'll take 50 gold. Beautiful. We're building a guild hall here right now. Okay, we can ransom off a few more prisoners, and we definitely want to do that. Cool. So we'll ransom all 3 of those and get those bits of gold. 30 gold in total there. We know that we have an empty holding slot here. This temple holding is completely empty. We'll put in a farms and fields there, and that'll be fine for the moment. This temple holding is empty as well. So we're going to need to put in a farms and fields here as well. That'll be about 2 months out. We need to get all of these building slots filled up as kind of a top priority, and then we've got holding slots to fill as well. There's a whole thing that we need to do here, right? There's a lot of work to be done internally. That's for sure. Yes, show in this guy. He's going to bring us 75 renown. I guess that's something. We're working towards significant, but we're not there yet. Over here, we, of course, want to build hill farms. Getting additional gold income is absolutely vital. The real question right now, modest gemstone has low durability. That's in our inventory here. That does generate us prestige. Okay, we don't have a lot of things here. How much is this going to cost to repair? 38 gold. I'm actually going to do that right now. Beautiful. So that'll be fine for the moment. Cool. Where else are we going to need to construct? Well, there's actually a lot of construction that needs to happen here. We're currently at 248 piety. We're getting close to being able to ask the Pope for gold. He doesn't have the gold, and he has 80 reasons to not accept this. That's fine. We're, of course, working on swaying this countess because we want to change our succession law. Okay, there's been some changes here. Sure. So, this is a bit problematic. Yeah, these guys are pretty angry. That's probably not going to end up happening without imprisoning them. So that'll take some time. High tents have been finished up down over here. I would love to get this castle upgrading, but honestly, getting additional gold income is the way to go at this moment. We're doing just fine on our cash, so that's not a concern. Or not really our cash. We're doing just fine on our military, is what I meant to say. That's not a concern. Our cash is a bit of a concern. So down in this temple here, farms and fields is a very good thing to build. Absolutely. We'll get that going as soon as we can, which is on the next month tick here. There we go. Phenomenal. And a lot of these castles are going to need additional work. We'll need a castle holding here, 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 and here. There's a lot of gold investment to be done here. No doubt about that. Sure, we'll pay the royal court a visit. Yeah, we'll get a pet cat. Why not? No. What are you looking at? Get out of here. We're not giving you our county. So we have might now. That's wonderful. The next question is, when can we extort our subjects? Next year. Okay. So we finished another construction down over this way. We definitely want to continue to upgrade these as much as we can. Maximum upgrading of our economic duchy is the way to go right now. Losing 500 gold? No thank you. Wood pastures finishing up in Zaragoza. Okay, we can definitely get another upgrade going here. That's going to end up being hidden weapons caches, but we don't actually have the ability to do that yet. We lack the Burr's innovation. So this castle is actually maxed for the current tech level. Wooden barracks constructed in Toledo. That's fine. We're going to want castle upgrades in both of these locations. So that'll be what we do next there. Zaragoza, we're not going to get additional upgrades in. And actually, we need battlements for wall towers here, too. So we have a couple of castles reaching maxed out for current tech status. But it'll be a bit before we have enough of them there. We're going to hit a critical mass on that eventually. This temple's lacking a building slot. We should actually build a hunting ground there. That'll be fine for the moment. And of course, we're working on promoting culture down here, where we're going to get another building slot. But that is going to take a little while before that's done. And we're converting faith over this way. That's going to be slow as well. No doubt about that one. Roadside patrols and work to death? Yeah. Definitely going to be a little bit slow. But at least we're capitaled in Toledo now. Be gone, heathen. Okay, so what do we got going on here? We have crown blacksmiths in this location. That's actually perfect. Mansions are going to need to be replaced eventually. But for now, I'm very pleased with getting the gold out of there. That seems absolutely okay. We can extort our subjects. Now, where are my loyal subjects? 295 gold. That's not amazing, but we're going to upgrade to a keep in Toledo. And then Malagon is going to be immediately after that, I think. Well, we're probably going to keep upgrading over here, aren't we? Most likely. Although these castles we're not too concerned about upgrading. We're mostly concerned about upgrading the ones that we personally hold. So that's a lot faster of construction that we just got. Magnificent. Bellows constructed. Okay, that is down over here. We're certainly going to build cattle pastures there. And we just joined the High Medieval Era. So, the High Medieval Era we've barely started, as in we haven't started. We have spiritual expansionism here. That's an interesting one to go for sure. That's very interesting. Burrs is going to be done in about 15 months here. We definitely want to be focused on getting our constructions complete, though. Burrs is going to open up a few additional things, but battlements is really what we're going to be needing. That's going to be the big thing that we need. Hey, Pope. I don't suppose you're willing to give us gold now. Actually, it's kind of close. 9 opinion for 150 gold. Okay, that's not great. We should work on swaying him. I'm going to abandon that other sway. Ah, come now. She's no trouble. She can stay. But our Archbishop would stop endorsing us? Okay. That's unfortunate. Vegetable fields have been built. That is always great. A legacy to last the ages because we have unlocked flourishing cities. Unlocking the expand cities decision. So, how do we do this? What does this actually end up doing? Expand cities. It costs 500 gold to obtain new building slots. In a lot of cities... Oh, actually it costs 750 gold. For 51 years. That's a long cooldown on it, but that's really powerful. Like, incredibly powerful. Let's get the successful business endeavors. Fantastic. Do we save up for that right now? I suspect the answer to that is yes. We need a new steward. It will be this guy. How long before we can sell trivial titles? That'll be the next one. That'll be next year. Okay. And as far as the Pope goes, we are going to ask for gold from him as soon as we can. We can't do that for a while yet, though. Approximately 20 months to sway him. So we'll see how that ends up going. Hunting towers, constructing in Fraga. Fantastic. At this point, we're absolutely... Interesting. This was the daughter that was married to Castile, wasn't it? No, this was the daughter that was married to France. Okay. The Castile one is still here. And has a child, our grandson. Perfect. That is ideal, right there. So that's all nicely set up. No problem whatsoever there. She died in childbirth, which was unfortunate, but she did have several children. So that's, I guess, reasonably fine. Yes, show in this guy in his 50 gold. That is incredibly important to us, and we're absolutely going to take that. Did we spend a legacy just now? Where did our legacy points go? Maybe we did. I guess we... Well, we did get flourishing cities, didn't we? That's interesting. Did they change how this works? Maybe. I'll have to keep an eye on that. At any rate, we got that, and that is great. What do we want to do here? Gaining 20 dread? That sounds fine. Oh, what a waste of time. Okay, so it's going to be another 200 gold that we need at this point. What do we want to go for here to get that gold? Well, I mean, I'd like to just ask for it from the Pope. That would be ideal. He doesn't have the gold now. He gave the gold away. That's very rude of him. But he is getting the gold back pretty quickly. Interesting. He's currently on a journey through our territory. Well, hopefully we'll make some progress on that. No, we're not spending gold on making the Pope happier. That's definitely not a thing that we're doing. I can tell you that right now. We are at 555 piety, so we can get a couple rounds of gold from the Pope. So that's absolutely great. We have enough now to expand cities, and we absolutely do that. So we get new building slots in a bunch of cities here. Great. That is magnificent, and also going to be kind of expensive. So we've discovered the Fascination Burrs, and from here we're absolutely going to go for battlements. That is the goal. And then after that, I mean, there are some good things in here. Arched Saddle, Royal Prerogative, both of those are good. Royal Prerogative, probably better. Upgrading this castle is fairly high priority. I would like to get that done. We see that this city is immediately building a hunting lodge. That's great. We like that. That's very, very good. We could build a hunting ground here as well. We did just inherit this county, which we can't hold. I would like to hold it, but we can't at this moment. Okay, did these cities up here get a building slot? No, I guess it's only locations within our territory. Okay. So this city got a building slot. We can definitely put in a hunting lodge there. This city should have gotten a building slot. Yes, we'll put in a hunting ground. Okay. Unfortunately, we had to give away our cat. That's very sad. But our hunting lodge will go in here, and this city... Oh, that's completely empty. Okay, we're going to need a bunch of stuff here. We'll put in a forestry as soon as we have the gold. Any moment now. Just need a month tick. There we go. We can sell trivial titles, and so we shall. We gain 500 gold off of that, and I want to check over here. Yep, we're going to need a city holding here. So we'll build a cattle pasture. Down this direction, that did not get a building slot, but this should have. Yes. So we'll put in a cattle pasture over here. This should have, indeed. And we would put in a blacksmith here. But then this wouldn't have gotten one. It's very awkward, isn't it? We do need the gold for the good of the realm. So she's going to get a hook on us. She's already our chancellor. What's she going to do? Give herself, like, really awkward marriage rights or something? Probably. I doubt this stall pays tax. Tear it apart. So that gives us a bunch of additional gold to invest. Wonderful. We can upgrade our outpost over here. Cool. We, of course, are going to need to invest additional gold. There's a lot of investment needing to happen still. So I want to check through here. This city is completely empty at this moment. A farm and or not completely empty. It has empty building slots, is what I mean to say. It definitely needs some work. No doubt about that. Here we would certainly want to put in a monastery. That's definitely going to be a bit expensive. How long until we can extort at this point? Okay, she went for low taxes. That's fine. I don't care about that, actually. That's completely okay. We can extort in 2 years. Okay, so it's basically the Pope who's going to be our source of gold. He doesn't have the gold right now, although he's close. We'll gain 50 piety. I would not mind working up into being devoted servant. That would be pretty good. And we'll continue to work on these faith and cultural conversions. Those will be absolutely fine. A hillside grazing land here, but what I really want to do is I want to go through each and every one of these holdings and make sure that they have no empty building slots. That's the important thing right now. We'll put in a monastery here. This castle is going to eventually need, well, it's a castle. We're going to need to put in something like a blacksmith for now. We'll get some things changed over, but for now that would be the goal, would be to put in a blacksmith here. Our wife died. Okay. We'll deal with that in a moment. Just waiting for the month tick. There we go. And now we're going to need to marry someone with high stewardship. I would like someone who's high stewardship, but also kind of low fertility. I don't want to have a male child, because we want her to inherit. So, we're looking for a high stewardship wife who would be on the old side. Like Anna? Chance of children is low. So that seems good. We'll send that proposal. And that'll be fine. That puts us back up to 8 of 8. Wonderful. Populace, huh? Okay. It's actually fine. No problem whatsoever there. So we can grab centralization to get more development growth in our capital. How is our capital's development? 21? Okay, that's fine. We did just finish up a cultural conversion, so we certainly want to continue to work on promoting culture. We'll do this in our capital for now. That's absolutely great. And I still want to be going through these empty building slots, right? So I want to go up over this way. Keep constructed in Toledo. Noted. Okay, there's no empty building slots now. Except for here, which we're already building in. Cool. Just going through these really quickly to make sure we didn't miss one when we expanded our cities. I mean, there's this city, which we definitely need to work on. Okay, there's a city here. And we'll put in, for now, hunting grounds. That'll do. Wonderful. Checking up through here. These should all be fine. There should be no problem up this way. Correct. No issues there. Okay, so with that all in mind, these are being upgraded to level 2 keeps. We're going to need to upgrade all of these castles as well. And we don't have battlements. We need to keep that in mind. So we need to upgrade them before we get these converted over. That's going to be the goal there. We're making 45 gold per month right now. We would definitely like to get more. How are we doing with the Pope? Still at minus 10 opinion. We did fail on the sway previously. There's only a 20% chance. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Getting a blacksmith upgrade here would be, I think, absolutely fine. We're certainly interested in boosting up our gold income. Speaking of gold income, how long until we can extort? That is next year. Okay. Not too bad on that front. So we've got a bunch more investments to do out over here. No doubt about that. We'll get a hillside grazing land in here. Peasant rabble? Okay, this is not all that relevant. The Pope was not swayed, unfortunately. But we are continuing to work on conversion in Toledo. We definitely need to do a lot of cultural... Well, this is unfortunate. Huh. Hopefully that's not a male child. About a 50-50 chance, right? We'll see. Can we disinherit? Is that a thing we can do? I don't think we can disinherit. I don't suppose... Yeah, they had a male child first. I don't suppose we can go to equal. That would be mildly awkward. We cannot do this because we don't have high crown authority. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate, but understood. We would need royal prerogative for that one. Okay, so we definitely get a cattle pasture upgrading over here. We're up to 46.4 gold income now. We did just lose our spy master. And the question becomes, are we going to have an inheritance problem here? The answer to that is maybe. And what do we want to do about it? That's the other answer. Or the other question, I should say. The other question is, what do we want to do about it? Let's put in a blacksmith over here for now. I'm definitely interested in inheriting Castile. Annoying company, huh? We're probably overreacting. We've got plenty of prestige. I'm not concerned about that right now. So that's completely fine. A son. Well, that's unfortunate. It was a low chance of childbirth, and then when she did get pregnant, it was a 50-50. This kid is now our player heir, which means that she is not our player heir. This is a significant issue for our plans. So, we cannot murder our own child. We can imprison him. It's an act of tyranny, but we could do this. I don't know that we want to. What is the plan then? That is incredibly unfortunate. We really want to inherit down this line. We cannot simply disinherit him. I don't know if that's something that was removed from the game or if we're just not allowed to do it based on our law setup. But we cannot disinherit this child. We can't plot to murder him either because he's our child. So what options do we have? We can imprison him, which we have a 100% chance of doing. Okay, so if we do that, then we could execute him. We would gain the trait Kinslayer, which would not be ideal. for, you know, making friends with the Pope. This would solve the problem. And I think we just have to do it. It's really unfortunate. Really, really, really unfortunate. Very, very sad. So the Pope is now at minus 15 opinion of us. Actually, minus 20. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not shocked about that. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue to work on inheriting Castile. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.